This is Practicum 3 Special Project, The Treatment Process by Cassie Bull. The client that I've chosen to use, I will call A. He was a resident of the Landfair Center for 2 years before I had the opportunity to meet him. When I met A, he was in the transition process to Sparrett Hall, which is the Alzheimer and Dementia unit at the Landfair Center. His physicians and family were noticing his progressive decline into dementia, and they thought that a more specialized unit would fit his needs a little bit better. The transition process from one area of Landfair into Sparrett Hall is a gradual process where the client will spend some time each day participating in group activities, being involved in meal times, and eventually working up to longer and longer portions of the day until the client is fully transitioned to living on Sparrett Hall. This transition process is when I met A. He came and observed music therapy group on one of his days visiting the unit. As he was transitioning, his nurse started to observe some of his habits and his patterns and his behaviors, and also started to strike up conversation with A and his wife. She started to think that music therapy would be a good fit for A, based on the fact that he enjoyed the sessions that he had observed during his transition. He had a history of enjoying music, and seemed to have a positive affect when leaving music therapy sessions. She gave that information to his physician, who decided that it was a good option for A to be involved in music therapy, and the physician then sent an electronic referral to the music therapist to begin the assessment process. The assessment process consists of several different parts, including observation, conversation, medical chart review, musical activities, and family interviews. During this time, we took some time to do observation. Layman Hussey Reed in 2013 did a study and created an assessment tool for working with children in a group, specifically children with emotional disturbances. But the information they gleaned can be transferred to many other populations, including to adults in a memory unit. They spoke about the challenges of doing assessments in groups, and that observation is really important, and that observation can be the client themselves, their behaviors, their comments. It can also be how the client fits in with the group. The group is already established. How does this client enter? Are there issues that arise? Are there positive benefits from having this client join the group? As we observed, we saw that A fit into the group very nicely. Being the only male in the group, the rest of the group members accepted him very quickly and were glad to have him there, and he seemed to enjoy his time. He would smile, he would make comments about enjoying a specific song or an activity that we were doing. So all of that seemed to lead us to believe that he would be a good candidate for music therapy. After several weeks of observation, we took some time to sit down and have a conversation with A. We talked about his past musical experiences. A was a drummer in the marching band, and he loved to dance when he was in his youth. We also talked about his family and some of the things that he enjoys. After this conversation, we spent some time with his wife and asked if the information we gained was accurate. And for the most part it was. We did find that A has a sense of humor. When we asked A about his children, he told us that he had 14, and then he chuckled. And the music therapist and I didn't really know how to take this. We thought it's incredibly likely that he does have 14 children. Who knows? We have not dug into his medical charts yet. We don't know his family history yet. So we thought, okay. When we told his wife that he said that, she started laughing and said that they really only had 2 children and that he was pulling our chain. So it's nice to know that A has a sense of humor, and we've since started to see that sense of humor come out in our music sessions as well. We did take some time to look at A's medical charts to see what the progression of his dementia has been so far, so that we know what to address and what other therapies are being used to address those same goals. And we engaged him in some musical activities so that we knew what kind of responses he had now and can monitor to see if he will have continued growth in those activities or if he will have a diminish that goes along with the development of the dementia. Goals and objectives that we set are similar throughout the group, and these goals and objectives work very well for A. We're working on memory and reminiscence, social interaction, exercising choice, and motor movement. We want to give an opportunity for A to have conversations and have social interaction with his peers and also with people who don't live in the nursing home. We wanted to give an opportunity to keep his memory skills as sharp as we can and continue to use those memory skills. And we also wanted to have an opportunity for him to exercise choice in terms of what instrument he's going to play or how to respond to certain questions. And finally, we wanted to give an opportunity for some motor movement and work with the upper extremities, reaching, grasping, playing with a broad range of motion, different instruments. Some of the specific interventions that we've used to work on these different goals are a greeting song that's the same every week to give an opportunity for social interaction and a check-in and consistency. We do some therapeutic singing that can work toward reminiscence. We also use that as a tool to work on memory and recall, whether it's discussing a song and the memories that come up from it as reminiscence, or playing Name That Tune or Fill in the Blank as we're singing a song to work on memory recall. We also do some therapeutic instrumental music performance to work on motor movement and expanding the range of motion or maintaining the range of motion, and giving an opportunity to exercise choice in which instrument to play, which hand to play it with. We also work with composition, again working on social interaction, having conversation, working on exercising choice, choosing which word goes in the blank, and memory and recall. What is the topic and what words fit with the topic? As we went through these different interventions with A, we came to the conclusion that music therapy is well suited for him. He is social, he is verbally appropriate, but is sometimes reluctant to answer questions when he fears that he might be wrong. He's also hesitant to make choices, whether it's choosing an instrument or choosing what word to fill in for a composition, and I think this reflects the same, that he's hesitant to answer or reluctant to answer or choose when he fears he might be wrong. A standard response from A is, well, I don't know. He's very stoic, and while he has a sense of humor, it takes a while for him to warm up each time we have music therapy session. And at first his answers are just a simple, I don't know. After a while, he'll begin to be more involved in what's happening. While A is confined to a wheelchair, he is able to move his upper extremities and will play instruments when given one-on-one attention. A is not going to pick up an instrument and play it unless the music therapist or I stand in front of him and give him encouragement throughout the process. When we do group instrument playing, A will hold the instrument in his lap, he will observe what's happening around the group, He will smile at different members or participants or the music therapist or I, but he won't pick up that instrument and play it unless one of us is in his space and really being encouraging, modeling, sometimes hand over hand. He has use of both hands and is dexterous. He has the ability to reach a broad range with his arms. I think this again goes back to I don't want to do it wrong. And we see that throughout what we have observed with A, trying to get him comfortable and let him know that he's not going to make a mistake, and if he plays at the wrong time, then that's when he was supposed to play, is a challenge that we continue to work on. A's memory is still able to hang on to songs that he's familiar with. He's very good at filling in titles when we play Name That Tune, or filling in ends of phrases or repeated phrases within familiar songs. Based on the entire evaluation, we think that music therapy is indicated for A and that he should continue with music therapy sessions every other week. His transition period definitely showed an interest in music therapy, and as he continues to become more acclimated to life on Sparrett Hall, I think having that group session each week will be very helpful. In observing A, he's comfortable in music and willing to participate when given the right support. He is also seen smiling and laughing at what's happening around the group. He makes comments about enjoying a song or enjoying the group or enjoying playing an instrument, and all of these lead us to believe that this is an opportunity that can have a positive benefit for his affect and help to keep depression at bay, which is sometimes an issue as clients transition through the dementia spectrum. He has made progress in how he interacts with us in our sessions. He's more open, more willing to try, and it's hoped that the longer he is in sessions, the more willing he will be to try something or to reach out and accept an instrument without some of the cajoling that has to happen now. It is recommended that A continue in music therapy for the course of his time on Sparrett Hall. As he has changes in his abilities due to his dementia, his goals can be altered, but I think music therapy is an appropriate choice for him as long as he remains in the care of Sparrett Hall. Here are some of the references that I've used for this presentation, and the next 2 pages have the rest of them. Thank you for listening. I hope that you found something that was able to help, and if there are any questions, please let me know.